Good morning, everyone. So today I am going to discuss the second to the last topic of our subject in accounting for special transactions, which is the chapter 12 entitled Insurance Contracts. So unlike from the previous topics nga daghan gid kayo siya og computer this topic is more on theory lang, and I believe all of us already know what is insurance, right? But then let's still delve into this topic. So let's start. Before anything else, we have here the learning objectives. The first one is state the scope and applicability of PFRS 17, define an insurance contract, describe the level of aggregation and measurement of insurance contracts. So, as you can see on your screen, the scope, PFR 17, of course, mo ni siya ang naga-govern or namamahala sa insurance contract. But previously, it was PFRS 4 because PFRS 4 is known as the interim standard. So, meaning, kanang standarda, temporarily, naana siya to govern, to standardize, kay wala pa napa-finalize ang appropriate standard, which is the PFRS 17. That's why naghapon si PFRS 4 to substitute lang since wala pa nga napa-finalize si PFRS 17. But then when PFRS 17 become standardized in this transaction, at some point murag na gyud gihapon si PFRS 4 kay because the insurance contract is very flexible and very dynamic siya nga transaction. So, PFR 17 prescribes the principles for the recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure of insurance contracts by an insurer. PFR 17 applies to A. Insurance and reinsurance contracts issued by an insurer, B. Reinsurance contracts held by an insurer, and C. Investment contracts with discretionary participation features issued by an insurer. Next. Insurer. So, kinsa man ni si insurer? So, insurer is the issuer of insurance contract. Is the party that has an obligation under an insurance contract to compensate a policyholder if an insured event occurs. For example, insurance company like the kanang sa to mga Pro-Life UK, AXA, any corporation or company nga ang ilahang kuan is naga-provide og insurance. So, the insurer mo ni sila ang katong nga akong giingon na mga entity nga mo issued og kanang insurance contract to those people nga mo avail og insurance. So, og mayon tag insured event unsa man ni sila ag kaning insured event mo ni ag katong mga kanang situations or events lagi nga gipa-insured sa isa ka person sa katong insurance company. So, next. According to PFRS 17, this is its definition. An insurance contract is a contract under which one party, the issuer, accepts significant insurance risk. So, let's take note the word significant insurance risk kay og later on wala ni siya, meaning wala ra ang insurance contract. From another party, the policyholder, by agreeing to compensate the policyholder if a specified uncertain future event, the insured event, adversely affects the policyholder. So, ang kuan ani is that the issuer or the insurer mo compensate siya sa policyholder, which is the katong nga person nga ning avail og insurance kay kanang if the policyholder is adversely affects or na negatively na apektuhan siya. So ang mahitabo is that the insurance company mo compensate siya sa policy holder. So again, policy holder is a party that has a right to compensation under an insurance contract if an insured event occurs. So kanang, for example, si policy holder, the person who availed the insurance contract, kuan siya, like nakabangga siya, so nakakos siya og damage. So imbes na siya ang mo bubayad, ag iyang pa-compensaton ang katunga insurance kay insured man siya ato, only if ag katunga event listed siya sa katong iha nga policy. Mao ganing gitawag siya nga policy holder kay sa ilang contract na dadto ag mga insured events na if that events happen, ma-compensatean siya sa katunga insurance company. So again, insured event, an uncertain future event that is covered by an insurance contract and creates insurance risk. So dapat gyud uncertain future event kay kanang if kahibaw na ka nga mahitabo na, then maong ni apply ka, so naay possibility nga ag imuhang gina-commit is kanang kuan siya, like fraud, commit ka og fraud kay for example kanang nanakay cancer, so since nakahibaw ka nga nanakay cancer, so dili na siya uncertain future event kay nahibaw-an naman daan nimo. So ang imong buhaton is ni apply ka og insurance contract, ni-avail ka og insurance contract kay kahibaw man ka nga nakay cancer, so if di ba og nay mahitabo nimo, makakompensatean man ka, so ning avail tahil ka dato na insurance company. But then mahibaw-an man na siya sa kanang insurance company kay of course inagpasa nimo sa imong medical certificate, makita man adto nga nakay cancer, so there's a high probability nga dili ka nila dawaton kay taas naman daan ang significant insurance risk nga kanang mahitabo nimo. So nay tendency nga maka compensate sila dayon nimo, so dili sila maka gain kay kanang namang murag ning kuan naman daan na nanay mahitabo nimo, and then mautoy imong ipa-insured, so dako yun ang probability na dili ka dawaton sa insurance company. So next, the essential elements in the definition of an insurance contract. So the first is the transfer of significant insurance risk. So there is a transfer of significant insurance risk from the insured, the policyholder, to the insurer, insurance provider. So sa ako ang giingon ganina nga if kanang ang policyholder or agatong person nga ning avail og insurance contract, kanang like di ba nahitabo niya, so iyahang matransfer sa katong nga insurance ang katong significant insurance risk, matransfer niya ang katong burden bitaw kay ag si insurance provider siya na may mo compensate dadto ni kanang policy holder. So nga na siya, if there's an adverse effect sa katong policy holder, kanang of course matransfer man to siya sa kanang insurer kay siya may mo compensate ni kanang policy holder. That's all. So next is the payment from the insured or premium. So this one mao ni siya ang katong okay, basahan sa nato. Generally the insured pays to a common fund from which losses are paid. However, not all insurance contracts have explicit premiums. Example, insurance covered bundled with some credit contracts. So ani like mao ni siya ang kanang gibayran ni policy holder, ang premium, di ba? Before ka mo nag-avail nimo sa insurance contract, mubayad man jud ka ana, mo na siya ang katong premium. So once na mobayad ka dana, so ma-insured ka. Anything nga gusto nimong ipa-insured, kitay balay, accident, imong health, imong kotse, tanan, if naay mahitabo dana nila, o if naay damages na mahitabo ana datong imuhang gipa-insured, kaning imo gipay nga kanang premium, maura sad ni ang ilahang i-compensate nimo. So murag nahog nga ninghatag ka kwarta para og nay mahitabo nimo kanang kuanan bitaw makompensatean, nga na ra siya, mo ni siya ang katong premium. But then ang kaning mga insurance kanang company, maka-gain sila kay of course di man nimo gustohon na nay damage na mahitabo nimo. So if makuan hantud na ma-expire to siya, nga na nya wa jud nahitabo nimo, so gain na to sa insurance company. Pero ikaw, para lang pud sa imong kaugalingon na insured ka, maong mo-avail ka og kanang insurance contract. So next is the indemnification against loss. The insurer agrees to indemnify the insured or other beneficiaries against loss or liability from specified events and circumstances. So kani sa kanang indemnification, basically og nay nahitabo sa imuha nga insured event, kanang si insurer iyahang i-compensate ag kato nga insured event na nahitabo nimo sa ikaw nga kanang policy holder, like sa loss, liability nga na-incur nimo or na-happen. So for example, nabangga ka then it caused damages to you. So the kanang katong nga loss or liability nga na incur ato nga pagkahitabua, ang mo compensate ato si insurance company. So but again, kanang keep in mind na makompensatean lang siya if those event or that specifically event is kanang kuan siya na siya sa policy nimo or under siya sa policy nga insured event. So next, we have here the significant insurance risk, the uncertain future event. So risk uncertainty is an essential element of an insurance contract. Risk is the possibility of loss or injury when an uncertain future event occurs. Very understandable naman dahil siya sa iyang definition. Next is the insurance risk is risk other than financial risk transferred from the holder of a contract to the issuer. So mo na siya katong hanggi na discuss ganina nga agkatong kanang kitay ikaw nga nakabangga, ang katong burden bitaw nga mobayad ka is mapasa nimo sa katong nga insurance company kay insured man ka ato nga event or ato nga kanang pagkahitabua. So next is a contract that transfers only an insignificant insurance risk is not an insurance contract. So of course ganina sa ako ang giingon na we must kanang kuan gyud nga naa ang word na significant insurance risk, kay just like sa akong giingon ganina nga og wala ang kanang insurance contract. Next is a contract that exposes the issuer to financial risk is an insurance contract unless it also exposes the issuer to significant insurance risk. So yeah, very marag gyapon na siya. So here are the examples of insurance contracts. Kaning A to J. So, mo ni siya tanan. Basahon raman na siya. So, yeah. Next, the following are examples of items that are not insurance contracts. So, katong ganina, mga example of insurance contract, kani, maunin sila ang mga dili insurance contract. So, just like the self-insurance, gambling contracts, derivatives, credit-related guarantees. So, next, legal principles of insurance. The principal objective of every insurance contract is to provide financial protection to the insured in case of occurrence of an uncertain event, future event. Neither the insured nor the insurer shall misuse an insurance contract to unjustly enrich himself at the expense of the other. So, kanang ani, meaning bawal sila mag-commit og kanang insurance fraud kay for example, si policy holder or kato nga person nga ning avail og kanang insurance contract, nag-set up siya og kanang insured event para ma-payoutan siya sa insurance company. So, that situation, mahog siya nga insurance fraud kay iya ra man gi-set up to nga event, wala man jud siya na kanang dili man jud siya uncertain future event. So, at that situation, pwede siya gukdo ni kanang insurance company kay kanang fraud man siya and naman tay ginatawag na legal principles of insurance nga mo'y naga-protect sa kaninga transaction. So, dapat dili gyud mang limbong. Next, okay, we have here the legal principles of insurance sa kataraning continuation. The first one is the principle of insurable interest. The insured has an insurable interest in the property if he is benefited by the property's existence and prejudiced by its destruction. So, ani, meaning, iyang nagamit sa kaninga interest in the property if he is benefited by the property's existence, iyang nagamit the right to use, the right to enjoy, and kaning prejudice by its destruction, like if nawala to niya, then there's a negative effect to niya kay prejudice by its destruction man. So, next is the principle of utmost good faith. Tanang insurance contracts kuno must be negotiated with utmost honesty, fairness, because the contracting parties do not have the same access to relevant information. So, honest jud dapat kay og mahibaw-an nga nagka-commit ka og kanang insurance fraud, magukod gyud ka, gukdon gyud ka. So, that's why we have this principle of utmost good faith. The next is the principle of indemnity. The insured is compensated for the loss he incurred and reverted back to his previous financial condition before the occurrence of the loss event. Kani nga principle, so again, if kanang mahitabo tong insured event adto sa policy holder, of course, ma-indemnify sa katunga kuan, ma-compensatean siya sa katunga insurance company nga gi-availan og insurance contract dato ni policy holder. The next, principle of contribution. Kani nga principle is kanang applies when the insured obtains insurance from more than one insurer. So, for example, si kanang kitay ako ning apply ko og kanang duha ka insurance contract. So, if nay mahitabo nako, dili pwede nga maka double compensation ko sa katong actual losses nga na-incurred nako kay kanang by this principle, principle of contribution kanang agkato nga duha kintay duha sa akong example ganina duha ako ang kanang insurance nga gi-avail. So dili pwede nga silang duha mo fully compensate na ako kay naman gitawag na no double compensation kani nga principle. So ang mahitabo agkatong isa ka kanang insurance company kanang ug katong isa ka insurance company nga gikuanan nako mag-share to sila proportionally sa ilahang i-compensate nako. Bali dili silang duha fully mo compensate nako. Mag-share sila ba? So mo ni pasabot sa kaning principle of contribution. Bawal ang double compensation. Kay murag na maguna ang mga insurance company murag na bitaw na sila internal agreement na ingana. So daw na ingana. So yeah. Next, the principle of subrogation. Subrogation means substituting one entity, the insurer, for another entity, the insured legal right to collect a debt or damages. So kaning akuan principle kani mo ni siya ang kintahay ako na-involve ko sa isa ka aksidente pero wala ko'y sala atong aksident na nagkosto siya og damage nako. So ang pangutana ani kinsa man akong paninglan once di ba katong di ba na-involve ko sa accident nya wala ko'y sala atong nga event. So na damage ko. So kinsa may ako ang paninglan agkatong nakabangga nako or ang ako ang insurance company or katong insurance company nga akong availan. So according sa law ang unang duulo nako ang katong nakabangga nako. Mao siya una na kung pa-compensate nako. But then if dili siya maka-compensate nako ay na kumudo all ni insurance company. So si insurance company siya na mo compensate nako. So na okay nako, na-compensate nako. And then si kanang insurance company siya na puy mo gukod adto sa nakabangga nako. Mo ni ang gitawag nga principle of subrogation. Murag na kuan bitaw nga imbis na ako maningil ko ato sa nakabangga nako, wala na lang kay ningdool ko sa akong insurance company. Ang insurance company siya mo ning compensate nako and then agkatong insurance company siya mo gukod atong nakabangga nako. Siya murag mo habol og kanang pabayad bitaw. So if ingato kani nga principle of subrogation kintahay si insurance company naka-collect siya ato nga nakabangga nako. So na tendency nga agkatong ila ma-collect ma-retain na to nila kay gina-compensate naman ko nila. So nato. Next, the principle of loss minimization. So kani nga in cases of sudden loss events, example fire, the insured should try his best to minimize the loss of his insured property by taking all necessary steps to control and reduce the losses and save what is left of the property. Example, calling from the fire department. So, for example, kani, ang situation is, aga kong balay nasunog. So, since katong hong balay, napa-insured man to nako sa isa ka insurance company, tahay dili nako, pasagdan na nako masunog kay insured bitaw ako ang balay. Dili ingana kay natay gitawag nga principle of loss minimization kay if ingato ag imong buhaton like pasagdan na lang nimo nga mahurot tanan sa sunog ag imong balay, nay tendency nga dili ka ma-payoutan sa imong insurance company. Why? Kay imo mang neglect ng principle of loss minimization, mura gihog nimo nga kanang ukihan ra ka nga na kanang nasunog ang imong balay kay insured man. So dili na siya pwedeng dili ka ma-payoutan kay. So that's why imong buhaton if kita nasunog imong balay, dapat nadyo kay buhaton nga kanang para ma-minimize ang katong loss nimo. So mo tong motawag ka og BFP, Bureau of Fire sa protection, and then kanang dapat gyud pud imong ipakita nga dili nimo intensyon na masunog ang imong balay kay lagi dili nimo intensyon na masunog imong balay bisan nga kanang insured siya. So next, so principle of proximate cause. So kani it pertains kanang primarily sa cause that has been the reason of the effect. So like kung unsay cause, mo ni siya ang na-effect or mo ni siya ang nahitabo. Mo ni siya ang sa katong principle of proximate cause. Now, next. We have here the types of insurance contracts. The first one is the direct insurance contract. An insurance contract where the insurer directly accepts risk from the insured and assumes the sole obligation to compensate the insured in case of loss event. So, anhi walay middleman, kamurang duha nga katong insurer ug ikaw. Then next, the reinsurance contract. An insurance contract issued by one insurer, the reinsurer to compensate another insurer, the cedant, for losses of one or more contracts issued by the cedant. So, anis si reinsurance contract medyo intricate ni siya kay kanang, for example, ikaw cedant kanang agatong insurance company nga kanang dapat mo compensate nimo is naga-face sila og financial risk. So ang tendency mo adto ka sa kaning reinsurance contract para mao ni siya ang mo compensate nimo nga na ba. So again, the reinsurer, the party that has an obligation under a reinsurance contract to compensate a cedant if an insured event occurs. Cedant, the policyholder under the reinsurance contract. So, understandable naman siya. So, the recognition. So, kanus amanta mo the recognize of insurance contract. So, an insurance contract is recognized when it is extinguished. Nahuman na or kanang expire na siya. For example, 5 years ra ag katong kanang kuan na contract, and then may 5 years naman. So, ma-recognize na siya. Then, when the obligation in the insurance contract expires or is discharged or cancelled, or B, the contract is modified and the modification meets any of the conditions for the recognition. So, understandable naman. So, now let's take a look of this example. So, we have here the example 1. Mr. John, an employee, has 2 health insurance. Katong hanggang ganina, di ba? Pwede ko mo-avail og one or more insurance company or insurance contract. Provided under his employment contract. The first one is the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or what we call the PhilHealth, government requisite. And second, Care Bear Insurance Corporation, employer's discretion. Each of the insurance states clearly the types of insured sicknesses, the accredited hospitals where the insurances are applicable, the amounts of indemnification in case of sickness, and all other relevant information. So, nakakuha na ni ang katong principle of insurable interest, the insurable interest of Mr. John's health, and then the principle of utmost good faith, insurance coverage is disclosed. So, a year later, Mr. John had an appendectomy, example, the surgical removal of the vermiform appendix. This is covered under both of Mr. John's health insurance, katong PhilHealth o katong Care Bear insurance. The accredited hospital billed Mr. John has a total of 25,000, 20,000 of which is covered by PhilHealth. Mr. John's hospital bill was settled as follows. So, di ba sa kung giingon ganina katong principle of contribution, bawal ang duha ka insurance company nga mo fully compensate nimo, proportionate ra jud sila. So na diri sa kaning example number 1, total hospital bill ang gi-cover sa PhilHealth is only 20,000. So, na siya balance na 45,000, which is mo na to ang gi-cover sa kanang Care Bear insurance, and the net amount due is 0 na. Then next, kani si, for example, kani atong example number 2, a year after his appendectomy, Mr. John decided to change career. He opened a small bakery. Mr. John's new business was a success that after operating for only 1 year, Mr. John was able to save enough money to build a house. Mr. John even changed his name from John Doe to John Doe. Mr. John insured his house for 2 million. After a year, Mr. John's house was totally destroyed by fire due to the negligence his neighbor, Miss Jane Glow. The insurance company paid Mr. John 2 million, and at the same time filed a lawsuit against Miss Jane for 2.4 million, the fair value of the destroyed house. So, ang kuan ani nga event is the principle of subrogation, kay si katong sa gingon ganina, since kanang insurance company, di ba, dili man sala ni Mr. John nga nasunog ang ginabalay, kundi sala sa iyahang kanang neighbor na si Miss Jane. So, imbis na si Miss Jane ag iyahang mapaninglan atong 2 million nga worth sa iyahang balay nga gipa-insured, ag nimbayad ato ag katong insurance company. And then si insurance company, siya nay mugukod og pabayad ni Miss Jane katong neighbor ni Mr. John. So, kitay manadiri, if the insurance company wins the case and collects 2.4 million from Miss Jane, the insurance company shall retain 2 million. Kay i-retain na jud to niyang 2 million kay nakatag naman siya 2 million ni Mr. John. And the amount paid to Mr. John plus other costs incurred in the lawsuit, katong attorney's fees, the balance, if any, is paid to Mr. John. The insurer can benefit out of subrogation rights only up to the amount paid to the insured plus other direct costs incurred. So, understandable naman siguro tanan. So, that ends my presentation. So, that would be all. Thank you.